The Highland Hills tower, the skies. But the shadows they cast draw the spirits near. After all, tomorrow.
Now, but
it's really, it's nice. I like it. Fancy. It's very good.
Very
I like
fancy.
it.
It's for the. I would like to say thanks to Dakota and Luna Rose, one of the members. Thank you for coming in. It's very easy in your hands because StreamYard before you had to click the trailer, then hit live. When you hit live here, it just slowly counts down and it aligns all the ones out. It shows you them all going live and everything lights up at the bottom. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So we'll let it fill up for a minute. Luna Rose, thank you.
I'm just sharing out, Christopher.
Yes, I've shared out too. I'm going to try and screen share tonight. I don't know how that'll work out.
Oh goodness!
It'll be quite interesting. It's a learning curve. Let's see the videos. I'm just looking a wee bit, guys, because I've not really used this much. Right, that's videos, text, style, design. Where did I put the pictures? Let's see. We'll just let it fill up for a minute or two, guys. Text, styles, design, chat. I'll just screen share the night.
Tweet. Oh. Welcome, Nando.
Hey, Nando. It was really interesting. All this new streaming stuff. It's good how you can stream to Facebook now. I mean, do you ken that you can stream to an unlimited amount of places, Drew?
I think you can stream on TikTok with Streamlabs as well. Can you not?
Aye.
Yeah, I think it adds TikTok.
If I had 5,000 destinations, I could do it.
Oh, good stuff.
No, it's ridiculous. It really is. But honestly, guys, we've got a special show lined up tonight. Obviously, Covington Castle and Covington. It's actually Covington Tower, but it's a castle, right? It's a tower castle. Really? But we're also talking about the Covington Parish Church, which is quite interesting, Drew, because I found out that church, there was a chapel there, right? And it fell into disrepair for the 11th century. And around about 13th, 14th century, they built a new church there.
Right.
So there you go. See that archway when we went into the graveyard?
Aye.
That was from the original chapel.
Right. Interested.
So
the amount of things it was spotted was crazy. Honestly.
I know. It was quite interesting. It felt weird. See, that castle felt weird.
Yeah.
Graveyard. I don't know what it is. I must be immune or something to like graveyards and spirits and graveyards because of all the graveyards I go to and walk about, I must just be used to what the energy feels like. But that castle felt really weird. It really did feel really weird.
You could tell the spirits were there. You could really tell that the spirits were watching. And then once we got home and all the shots started coming in on Messenger and things, it made sense because everywhere we were sensing the spirits was where the screenshots and things were coming in from.
Well, so I'll need to read them out. I tried to download them onto this, but because it's very small print, it wouldn't work very good. So I'll have to maybe read them out of the phone, the messages that you sent me. So, but it's... I'll show you what the place looks like. And this is quite interesting. See, I had a moat. I didn't realise I had a moat.
Yeah.
And I kept looking up at the window at the top left-hand side there. It was so weird.
I know.
It really was.
So did the moat dry up? Did it just dry up naturally or did they drain it and filter it in right?
They filter it in. The farmer filtered it in so he could basically have the field to put sheep on.
Right.
See that bit right? Say we climbed over the fence and it went down at an angle, and then we took up the back. That was we were in the what do you call it, the moat?
The moat, right? Makes
Aye, because
sense.
I thought this is a bit marshy, you know.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting place that I would say
Look, there's
it
got
felt when you walked inside. It felt like there was like people looking down on you.
I know. So strange. Especially the screenshot that I think it was Phoenix that caught. I think it was your video. She caught the presence up at the top, and your eyes kept being drawn to there. So that was really odd.
Oh, there's your dog barking.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right. Here, I think this is what you're talking about. You sent me this. If it lets me come on, if I press the button, there we go. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
There is like a face there. See that?
Yeah, there's definitely a face.
And before anybody says that's watching this, oh, somebody could have climbed up. You can't get up the stairs. The stairs are collapsed. There's no way up. You'll never get up there in a million years.
But what's interesting about that photo is when Phoenix seen it, she actually got back up from her daughter and her son. She asked her daughter and her son at 2 separate times. I don't know if Phoenix is in the chat yet. She asked her daughter, what do you see? And her daughter said she's seen a knight. It looked like a knight popping his head round. In the same where her son, I do believe that he said it looked like a knight as well. So it makes you wonder if it's one of the Knights Templars that was maybe there.
See, that's the chain of castles where they came from. Now, I found out when the castle was built. The castle was built, the church across from it, which is quite unusual, was just like a graveyard, and it was a chapel for the 11th century. That's old. That's really old. And then it fell into disrepair, and then they built another one there in the 14th, 15th century. Right, that church we see today. But the castle itself, which is quite interesting. Let me read you a wee bit of the castle. I've got it up here. Covington Castle. Covington Castle will be seen from the unclassified road. So there's a road that runs past, and it's kind of like a wee back road, B road. It doesn't really even have a name.
Yeah.
It's in Thankerton, Lanarkshire, south, facing the saddle land of the west of the River Clyde. Historically, it was surrounded by marshland. Now, think about this. Before there was any farms about, it was just marshland all the way around about it.
Yeah.
So it was basically impenetrable. It's quite interesting because it's, let's see what it says here. From the low summits, but the site enclosed a natural wall defences. So imagine a marshland, a wee island in the middle of the marsh with this turret and a moat round about it. So you would have to climb through the marsh and then through the moat that was quite deep before you could get to it. So it was basically defendable.
I just muted guys in case my dog barked.
That's all right. Mine sometimes barks too. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah, that's strange. I mean, the land is quite marshy, though. You can tell that it's been some sort of waterway there because the land was a bit spongy.
Well, it's quite interesting because it was built round about. Let me see here. It's here. It was built round about the 12th century, right? Yeah. In 1265, right, it was continued residence of the Covington family until 1265. Then the land was taken into possession from the crown in 1296 by Edward I. Received a home of. There you go. So it was took. The crown took control of it.
Yeah.
Right, which is quite interesting. It was last used. It was used in 1420. Then it was used in 1530s, and then it was used in 1679, and then it started to fall into disrepair. The last people to live in it was in 1715, and then that's that. In 1750s, it was they moved out it and it was never used again.
Right.
Which is quite interesting. Time for Lucasade, ladies and gentlemen. It's.
Even when we were in the cemetery across the road, the cemetery was 1659 or something, I do believe, something like that. So even this, when we were in the cemetery across the road, we did kept being drawn to the castle, especially you, Chris. You kept being drawn to a certain window, didn't you?
That's right. I mean, you got to remember, before that graveyard was there was a burial site there, and there was no markings.
Well,
It's an interesting place. It really, I was in up the top corner, I was drawn to that window, and there was just something about it. There was just, I'll show you it here. You'll see in this picture here. You see where the big hole is on the side
yeah,
of the building. We'll see how just above it there's like a little square.
right. That's
That's
the
where
window.
I was drawn,
Yeah.
which is interesting. That picture, by the way, if anybody's wondering, was took in 1979. That was
Wow,
the
it's just
Edinburgh
that
University.
long.
That was Edinburgh University that did
Hi, Phoenix.
an interesting. They actually dug things up and stuff like that. There was a lot of swords found there.
Wow.
I was intrigued with the building because you picking up the little, was it the little girl or the little boy
Yes.
or whatever it was? The
Little girl.
Hey Phoenix.
Plus,
I was
the
intrigued with that
answers were
because
on top. At one point, I said, "How many people stayed in this castle?" Then straight away, there was 5 of us straight away, and there was quite
see,
a few
that's
answers like that when I was asking through the box, just asking random questions.
it's had a dark past, right? I'm reading it here that it's had a dark past. The battles, there was a battle in 1420 between skirmish between families. Most of the big battles were running about the 1296,
Right.
1200s, right? So that was the most of the big ones. But there was just something about it. It wasn't a bad feeling. It was like I was drawn.
Yeah.
It was like somebody was interested in me, and they were just staring at me, and I could
Yeah.
feel them looking at me, which I find very, very interesting. But I tell you what, let's try and screen share. I've never tried screen sharing here before, so this could turn out to be an absolute.
Welcome in,
bugger.
Phoenix.
So
Welcome in,
share
everybody.
screen. That's it. Let's see screen. I understand. Let's proceed. Because I've never done this before. Entire screen. That's a learning curve. It's. I'll tell you, it's share. Oh, there's what it's system. You shared the audio, didn't you?
Yeah.
You want to share the system audio, didn't you? Share.
Yeah, I would think so.
So right.
Let's
Tell us
press
when that
buttons.
popped up. Is it popped up? Is it popped up for you yet?
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, so it's coming up. That's us.
Right. Let's. Tell us if you can see what I'm doing, like, you know. Because I can take it, you can see it all loading up, yeah. Let's see. Can you still hear me, Drew?
Yeah, I can hear you, Chris.
Let's see. Can
yeah, I can hear you, Chris.
It's just I couldn't hear myself. I couldn't hear anything there. It's difficult for me because I can't see, if you know what I'm saying. So where do I go here? Home. Right. You're seeing somebody that's not very technologically advanced, ladies and gentlemen. Right, here we go. Now we'll go to the video that I uploaded, the castle itself. There we go. I'll probably have to tell me if you can hear the sound in the chat, guys, or preset it. Right, I'll bring it to be there. So can you still hear me, Drew? Being blossom.
Oh, wow, the Scottish thistles. Me and Zach's been looking everywhere for them. We've spotted about 6 growing.
Oh, there's a few in here. Natalie. I'll stand on them for yous.
Right. Thank you.
Alan should go in first, you know. This is quite interesting. This must be like a wee road. See, now what are they called again, Alan? Dead holes. Nope.
See
I'm just
that?
gonna.
What do you think of
I'm going to pause it for a quick second just to let it fill up for just a second, guys. I'm just pausing it for a quick second, just to let it. What's the word?
Yeah,
hell's
let it
going on
load.
here? I'm having technical
Yeah, let
problems.
it load.
No, it's no playing. There we go.
I can always send you some of this and you can join it up. See, is that the bit where my mystical scene, the person standing where nobody has ever been for probably about 200 years. Look at that, guys. Nobody's ever been up there because the stairs are collapsed.
Right, is that Drew? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Right, so I paused it for a quick second just to let it load up a wee bit. For some weird reason, a pop-up popped up and it started playing like a bit of music, but it should be fine. I'll start it again in a minute. I just want to let it load up a bit because then it'll no buffer, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine, Chris. Yeah, that's fine, Chris. I'm going to open the window.
At least it's playing this. It's playing the sound, if you know what I'm saying. Right, I'll start it again, okay?
But see that? That's weird to sound. Look at that, Drew. It must have been.
no way you could even climb that, Chris?
See, look at that. There's no hole above, right? But there's a hole sloping down, and there's a hole outside, and it's that there. I don't know what that would have been used for. It's very peaceful in here, though.
That guys, that's for when they were hunting to defend the castle with arrows.
That's better.
Lion there, I suppose. So how far up did this go?
Well, there was a level below us that's been filled in, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6, 7. Huh?
I feel a lot better
Aye.
here than that cemetery.
There's some dead birds in here. There's a few dead birds in here. Do you have the spirit talker thing in that?
I'm still on, Chris.
First I'll take them up and I'll show them, because
You
I'll...
can communicate through this. I will really introduce yourself here. Spirits of this castle, my name is Andrea, my friends call me Drew. This is Christopher, his friends call him Chris. Alan is outside. We are here to communicate with you. We were across at the cemetery. What we do is we go around old locations and we talk to the spirits there.
I'm just going to pause it there for a quick second. Do you know, like, see something standing there, Drew?
Yeah, definitely, Yeah, definitely, Phoenix, are you
what I've
seeing
learned
anything?
is
Phoenix, are you seeing anything?
There's 2 rooms in there, and you can't get to them anywhere. Since, say, the 17th century, you can't get to them.
Right, right.
It's weird because I feel like there's somebody looking. What's that in the chat? Yes, says Drew, I can see. So I'm just reading the chat, guys.
And our son as well, yeah. And our son as well, yeah. What I found interesting was they died of stomach problems.
Mm-hmm.
So way back then, that would have been about right. There's five of them.
Here, just to hear your story, to hear if there's anything you want to say that you didn't get to say before you died.
Just going to have a wee look in here.
Maybe you want to tell us when you died, what age you were, anything.
As you can see, guys, it's...
Anything you want to tell us.
I'm not climbing too far up because... That's it, guys, the stairs end. The stairs end here. Look at this. That's absolutely amazing.
Bodies below.
Huh?
Bodies below.
Aye, that's. Pause this for a sec.
Like, is it
That's where it started saying that the body's below, Drew, didn't it? That was the bit where it started saying bodies below, Drew, didn't it?
Definitely, yeah, definitely, yeah. That's. I was trying not to speak. because I was echoing.
All right, no problem. It's because of this, because we're playing it through this.
Yeah.
Is it one time this place had a cellar? Because I did look up the history of the place. It was quite a big castle.
Is that why there was their bodies below? Is that where you stored your bodies when somebody died? Is there any spirits out here on the land want to talk? Try to start panic slowly for the ladies to see the spirits.
How do you feel, Alan, when you're in here?
Guys, is there any spirits under that oak tree? Because it does look a bit.
Last time I was in here, I did pick up on the video that you showed. I did feel that presence hit me.
I quite find that interesting. See that there? See, it's got the stones aiming down, right?
Right.
And it's like a square box. And at one time, it must have had a gate on it. Because you can see where the hinges were. But there's nothing in there.
I know that.
I mean, it's completely and utterly... See, I've got my car keys here. It's got a light with it now.
Right, it would be husband for some sort of.
See what I mean?
I mean, just a wee storage thing for the perfumes and things.
Yeah.
It's weird how there was spirit behind Alan as well.
Yes. I'll pause that now. It was quite interesting that. See, I think, as Mystical says, I think he had family and friends around about him. Do you know that? Which is quite interesting.
They've sensed that he was scared to go back. Yeah.
I think we all had family and friends around about us, to be honest with you. Because I think we've got our protectors around about us, if you know what I'm saying there. I think we, but I'll start that again.
Joyce. Was your name Joyce? Can you tell us if you maybe worked at the castle? Maybe you were a maid? Can you tell us what your job was?
Let's go in here and sit it down.
Would you like me to sit it down?
I'm thinking we should do it here and a bit here because we'll set this up so as it's filming us.
I'll pause this now. There's Phoenix saying, whereabouts Phoenix? Whereabouts can you see the spirit, Phoenix? Did you mean up in the kind of corner window? And I can reverse it back a wee bit. Is that what you're talking about, Phoenix? Right there. I can go further back.
For the perfumes and things.
Yeah.
But you can use this device to communicate with us if it's Joyce. Was your name Joyce? Can you tell us if you maybe worked at the castle? Maybe you were a maid.
Are you meaning up there? Phoenix, are you meaning up in the top corner? The other room? See, I thought I could feel somebody looking down on me. Drew, I don't know if you could feel them.
Didn't feel them watch. I felt more of a beside me. When I was standing in that corner.
I think
it may have been
there was a
little girl.
I think there was a kid that's taken an interest in you. Do you I've just seen something, but I don't know if it's that weird effect. Can you see my mouse in the screen?
Oh, look, that looks like a
Can you
spirit.
see-
Look, that looks like a spirit standing right here.
Can you see my mouse? Where my mouse is right now?
Yes,
Look.
yes.
There's some. It looks like somebody's wearing a hat and a face and eyes and a mouth and a nose. Look.
So it
Well,
does. So it does.
You see
It's
that?
Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin.
It does look Charlie Chaplin. Oh my god! Maybe that's who my spirit guide is. I always wondered. He was following our things and that. But look at that. You can see that he's as if he's got a beard. He's got his eyes. He looks kind of like a skull. And he's wearing a hat. But what does that hat look like to you, Drew?
It looks like one of those Teddy boys used to wear.
Aye, the kind of weird hats from like the 16th, 17th century.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That top looks as if there's somebody's forward.
And there's in here, I can see like something standing here. You'll see my mouse moving, guys, in a second. Just give it a second. Where the mouse is. It's a very interesting place. I mean, when you were feeling sad, I was starting to feel really sad. Like something was trapped there. But I'll start playing it again.
Ed, can you tell us what your job was?
Let's come in here and sit it down. I'm thinking we should do it here and a bit here because I'll set this up so as it's say filming us.
Is it this device that's I'm sitting here and you can't talk to us through it?
So that in theory should record us both.
Excellent. No problem. Is there anything you want to tell us while we're here? Would you like to tell us what year you died?
Staircase down because it could probably be there. Because if you go outside, lower down, you can see as if there was windows, so it's obviously been filled in.
It's maybe even got a carrier.
Nah, that's the way up.
I think it was some sort of spiral.
I bet you there's something buried below us.
This must have been a beautiful castle when it was active. Can you tell us what type of things you did here? Did you like to play archery?
This castle was attacked a few times again, that.
How many family members stayed in this castle?
Five.
5 of us.
Yeah, I found that
Straight away.
interesting.
Thank you. That's amazing. Can you tell us what your names were?
See, that was quite interesting, Drew, when it said there's 5 of us.
Yeah, straight away it said it.
My name is Andrina. My friends call me Drew. This is Christopher. His friends call him Chris. This is Alan. Elma. Well, hello, Elma. Did you have any kids, Elma? Would you like to tell us your children's names? Is there any man spirits here that would like to talk along with the ladies?
Is that a spirit in that? See where the sun's kind of shining. It looks like a spirit kind of shining. It looks like a spirit moving in it.
You talking about here where my mouse is?
Just directly down where your mouse is. Then rewind it a bit.
Yeah.
Then rewind it a bit. Not even a minute. There's a spirit moving in that strap. Right.
Your children's names? Is there any man spirits here that would like to talk along with the ladies?
I see what you mean there. There's if there's something moving, but is that the trees? The shadow of the trees?
Could be. It just looks like a figure.
tell us your name? Quite good them fall out there. That looks crazy. That.
Oh, aye. What does it say?
Paul, I think it was.
Paul.
Paul. It was
Welcome, Paul. Or.
Or?
I'm not an or.
I'm wondering if they've maybe made an order, but we've not seen it yet because we've been filming.
We've all seen when we play back the footage though. None of the devices we've got will harm you in any way. It just helps us to see and hear you.
Ken, something, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm on a ship moving for side.
This was quite interesting. This is see when I don't know what it was that made me draw me into that corner, but it was weird. I felt like I was standing on a boat on the ferry.
Yeah.
You know the feeling you get,
Yeah.
and it was just so weird. And see the new as we look at Alan, do you know feel that there's somebody standing next to him or behind him?
Is that a spirit right above you looking down? In the other window. In the other window.
When you in the window above you,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's something there. I can see
It looks
something
like something
that's
leaning over. It looks like something leaning over to look at me.
it's weird because Alan, it feels I don't know what it is. As if there's just somebody standing behind him.
Yeah, yeah. In my video, the lady spotted because I was at, spotted the kind of shine behind them, so you could tell it was a spirit right behind them.
Let's start that again.
Side to side.
That's right, I'm getting the same feeling.
It does that. It feels like that, doesn't it? That's why I've put myself in a corner. It feels like, see how I'm moving. I shouldn't be because I'm trying to stand still, and it feels like I'm on a ship out at sea.
Right. You're making Christopher feel like that. Is that what you did for a living? Were you a merchant sailor? Maybe your job was on a ship. Can you tell us?
Well, this was like that. See, when this castle was used, this was like during like William Wallace and all that. Did you know William Wallace? Did you ever fight against the English?
Thank you for your service if you did, because it does help us have our freedom now, and we do appreciate it.
You know that Scotland now's got its own government. We're maybe no free for England.
I'm only 8. Young child. I'm so sorry you died, John. Could you tell us what your mum and dad's names were? What your family name was? It is the year 2023.
Are you needing help to cross? Or have you already crossed? We've got spirits round about us. If you see your spirits that are round about us, or spirit guides, they'll help you cross.
Yeah.
Just ask them. Just ask out loud.
Are any of our spirit guys, if there is lost souls here, will you please walk them into the light? Stomach problems. Is that what you died from? Stomach problems? Nowadays we do get medicine for anything that's stomach problems. I'm so sorry that nothing like that was there when you were alive. We do have a lot of help now with things like that from the doctors.
I feel very peaceful in here. I don't think
Is this peaceful?
they're just. I think they're very nosy. I feel like there's somebody out there looking at us. I feel like there's somebody over there. I feel like there's somebody out.
Universe.
That's quite interesting.
See when it said the universe, I found that really interesting. Why would it say something like that? The universe.
I know. Crazy.
I mean, it was. I don't know. There was just something about that. It was see when
It
it
makes
said
you
that.
wonder.
It
It
was-
makes you wonder if they knew that there was things going to come in.
Yeah. Ken, I've just noticed something. Can you see the face above your head, Drew?
Oh, vaguely, oh, vaguely, Wow, wow.
That's interesting.
It does make it hard to see Paragolia, doesn't it?
It does. That's you have to watch out for Tay. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Welcome, Stephen.
Welcome, Stephen.
Interesting that, innit?
Universe. Christopher does a lot of live streams. I don't know what that is, if you know what that is, but he talks about the universe and a lot of UFOs and aliens and things. Have you ever seen anything in the universe that makes you wonder where it came from? Our governments now do let you talk about it. Years ago you weren't to talk about it, but you are allowed to now. Would you like to tell us?
What did it say?
Sit and listen. We're listening, I won't talk.
Right, we'll not talk from now on. Now. See, that's the thing. We can't hear them. See, this is, when I looked up the history of this place, there is illustration drawings, and in here there was like tables, right? And the soldiers would be in here, right? Because that was the main door. You imagine big doors there, and then the Lord would maybe be up in the second level or the third level, because look how it's defended. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the soldiers and that would be innocent.
And they did say bodies below.
I found that interesting, Drew.
Did you manage to go to school? Yeah, we are friends, thank you. Did you manage to get any schooling in before you died?
I think there was really any schools in the days. And it was child labour, and it was.
Yeah. I'm so sorry you've got it so tough.
Before I forget, see the farmhouse across from the castle, Drew.
Yeah.
You know the one with the farm.
Yeah.
Well, there's a monument right in front of that, and that's where Robert Burns used to come and stay.
Oh wow.
And he used to write a lot of his poems in that farmhouse. I found that out.
Right.
So that's quite interesting. I thought I'd just mention that before I forget about it, because it might leave my brain.
Yeah, because Tinto's no far away from there.
No.
Do you not want to go to the light? Do you not want to cross over and see your mum and dad? Or maybe your grands and grandpas? Even if you didn't know your mum and dad, you can still cross into the light and they'll be waiting on you.
Call on Archangel Michael and he'll come and help you cross. Archangel Michael, will you please come down and take the spirit into your white light? I ask that you please take it with your divine energy and help her cross.
Feel like getting the wind getting
You
up.
will see a bright light. If you see the bright light, please go into it. It will not cause you any harm. If there is any of the girl's family around, will you please guide her into the light?
Quite interesting as you say that, the wind's.
Yeah. Archangel Michael, can you please take this little spirit with you? That is so weird, isn't it?
It's went all quiet. It's as if there's quietness in my head now. That's
The energy did change.
oh yeah. Huh?
Thank you.
What?
In other words, probably want us to end it.
Full.
Is that you away? Maybe they don't want us to fall in the crossing out.
Right. What we'll do is we're going to walk out. I've got off the cold though. All of a sudden,
walk out and
we're
let
going to
you
leave
crash
you
in
go,
peace.
and we'll come back one day. And I would like to thank you all for everything. And remember, you cannot follow us
I feel
back
like crying.
a day high. I think the angels are here to take us. So let's go out.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's weird. That's what toast to. Thank you, Sprite.
I honestly had to fight back the tears,
You
guys.
can't fool us.
Get my act together.
There'll
Yeah.
only be any communication, so you will just come
Totally
straight
different
back.
this year now.
It's a form of peace now, isn't it?
Aye. We'll see you again.
I don't know where Christopher's went, guys. Hello.
Don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, everybody left. Just because I set Drill Legend now, just something's going wonky. That's strange. I get a thing popped up says something drew it to say in my microphone.
Well, I did
it
think
was
I
on here
heard
and then it kicked us
voices.
out. Aye,
Well,
that's quite interesting. I mean, that place was really interesting.
yeah.
That castle was really interesting. It's. I don't know if we should go back maybe in a couple of months or something like that, just to see what's happening there.
Yeah.
I would like to see what it's like at night.
I know. It's not too difficult to get to, really, if you know where you're going.
Mind you, in the pitch dark, climbing out of the barbed wire fence.
Yeah. We could go the other way, though. Is there no way up through the farm, you said? There's another gate.
There is, but the gate's kind of locked. You have to climb over the gate.
Right. Okay.
You know, but it's quite interesting that who's that in the chat there? I'll just bring up the chat, Stephen. There is so many feelings in that place.
Yeah.
You
It
think
was
of
weird. It was nice. It wasn't anything bad, but it was always changing. It was one of those places that I didn't see the emotion at the end coming because it was so peaceful.
It was quite interesting because as soon as you started saying the prayer to St. Michael, right? Asking for the Archangel Michael and that. As soon as you said that, the wind started to get up.
Yeah, I know.
And when you finished, we walked out, the wind went right down again.
Yeah, and the fact that they said cut was as if they wanted us to cut the video because they wanted to cross over in privacy.
Yes. So it's a very interesting place. It really is.
Definitely go back.
I think
There's a place I want to go back to, Chris. It's actually the place at Lark Hall where I did the murder site. In that, I tell them that I will come back, and I was going over it the other day to try and get evidence for Uncle Danny's stream, and the spirit says, I say, I hope you're at peace, and she says, yes, I am. So we'll need to go there as well.
Whereabouts was that?
That's down at Lark Hall.
I will need to go there. I mean, I'm looking forward to Sunday, if the weather holds out, because there's no point going if it's got to be pouring rain. We'll just need to leave it to the following week. I mean, tomorrow I was going to be going up to Muirkirk Cemetery because there's a few really interesting graves up there. Really interesting graves, and it's we'll see what happens, because that place is, my God, it's one of the most famous graveyards in the world. I mean, it's more famous. That graveyard where we're going to on Sunday is more famous than Edinburgh
I know.
because of the stories and because of the
People in it.
people in it. And you've no idea. I actually found there's another 3 or 4 churches round about us
Right.
that I've actually found some really interesting places to go. It won't be long before we're going to Roslin Castle.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Was that a voice?
Aye, it was like a little girl's voice saying thank you.
Wow.
It was weird that it was like a little girl's voice.
She maybe came through to thank us for crossing her over.
Well, you done most of that, but it's weird that's weird that. See, guys, it's strange what happens. It really is. And when you go to these locations, some places are interesting, some places are damn right weird, you know.
Yeah.
There's Phoenix in the chat. Yeah, I heard it too. There was
Yeah.
there was just
A voice.
that's what it was like. It was somebody was whispering, you know, and the Drew's phone's going off.
Yeah. I'll mute it.
But whereabouts in that was that place you went?
See where the viaduct is. The story was my mum and my gran and everybody stayed next door to this lady, and her daughter had went missing. And what it was she had actually called her ex-partner and wanted to try and, well, he called her to try and work it out.
Mhm.
And she said that she would meet him in the park. So there's a pub in that called, it's called Dave and Inn, I think it's called. And they had met there, but they had walked down to the park, and he had murdered her. Basically, she wouldn't go back with him, and he murdered her in the park. And my mum said that when she was a nice lady, every time she walked by when my mum was a kid, she would always do that with her hair and say, "Hello, little one." And I asked on the video that I did if she remembers it. And the video's quite good, actually, because she did recognise a lot of things in it. But I had went through it a couple of weeks ago to try and get a shot out it. And clear as day, you hear her say, I said, "I hope you've crossed over," and she's, or something like, "You're at peace," and she says, "Yes, I am." But it's a really, really intriguing place. I said I would go back if I heard them talk to me.
So, guys, listen, people that's in watching this on Facebook and that, could you please go to Drew's Abandoned Paranormal and check out her video?
Thanks,
Because
guys.
it'll be there. And go and give her a subscribe to, because check out. Oh, Eve, Jacqueline, Evelyn, good morning, Chris.
Welcome,
Good
Eva.
afternoon. Honestly, please check Andrina's channel out and give her a subscribe and become a member. That's
Yes,
important, becoming a
please.
member. Yeah. And remember, become a member with me too. And honestly, some of the locations that we're going, I'm very impressed with this StreamYard. Well, no StreamYard, Streamlabs.
Streamlabs.
It's great. It's no lagging out or nothing. It's absolutely brilliant. It's one of the best. It's so much better.
It's very
You
smooth.
know, it is very smooth. Remember, go and watch Drew's video on the Covington Parish Church, because that was the evidence that she quote there was very, very interesting.
There's actually mystical spotted a man and a horse right behind me, and you do, because we can't see spirits and she can, you do actually see, we see it as a kind of mist, and you see that as clear as day in the video, and that's at the timestamp where mystical actually sees a man on a horse. You do see it as a mist. It's quite good. It's a very interesting video.
What's that one where I'm standing and it was lit up? You sent me that.
I think that was the spirit in the, up at the tree. See behind there. It's just up at the back of the headstone if you see it.
I do see it.
Yeah.
There's
quite a few, guys. It's really interesting. But you do see the spirit behind Alan pretty clear. Yeah, that one's interesting.
I see what Phoenix says there about that, Ian Drew, and it's quite interesting because I can see a man and a horse in the background.
Right, you just see his
Yeah,
face.
it's
It's
actually
interesting,
quite
honestly,
spooky.
there's loads.
And it really is spooky. It just shows you what's on about us that we can't
Yeah.
see.
It's because
You know?
we're in the moment, and then the camera's catching all the different energies and things. Even the spirit box and things. We need to start turning that on, guys. I just feel as
Yes.
if it's a bit disrespectful in a cemetery going when there's people around, and there was a lady over in the back doing her garden. So I didn't want to have a spirit box blaring.
Aye. I mean, I go to graveyards and I just live stream them. I just walk around about and read off the stones and stuff like that. When you're doing something like that in a graveyard, you're better making sure that there's nobody about.
That's why we used the dowsing rods especially. But the dowsing rods were interesting as well.
Aye.
They
Aye,
wouldn't
Alan
move
was like a
until Alice
TV
took
aerial.
them. Yeah, poor Alan. He was like scared to move.
I know. I was waiting for the lightning to come down and hit him. He'll be watching this now. He'll be
Hi,
sitting
Alan.
watching this now. Hey, Alan. But honestly, guys, I would play the Drew's video in here, but it'd be better if you went out and watched it, and because it gives her our watch
There's
hours
about
and stuff like
5
that.
timestamps on it
Aye,
anyway.
aye,
Mhm.
and there's timestamps on it and stuff like that. And I'll do it just playing it through here, so you'd be better doing that, you know. So, Drew, do you have any shows planned for tomorrow night? Bald and Bonkers is off for Saturday and Sunday.
All right. No, but I'm live tonight. I'm live in half an hour with Uncle Danny on my channel. Just we don't know what we're doing yet, but we're doing something. We don't know what we're going to do, but chit chat and hanging out. So if anybody's want to come over to
Yes.
Drew's Abandoned Paranormal Vlog and join us on the screen, we'll just have a bit of an hour of chit chat and getting to know each
There
other.
you go. There you go, guys. Go over and join in Drew's live. You know, I mean, what did you think of Danny's new trailer that I made her?
Oh, it's
made
a
him?
great one, isn't it? They're all
I
great that you've made.
I did them for free, guys. I did them for free for people, you know, but don't bombard me. Well, I've got one to make for Drew tonight. Is it tarot cards ones? Is it tarot card ones? Because my mystical was an oracle cards.
Yeah, tarot, if you don't mind, Chris, please.
I'll rustle
There's
one of
Alan.
those up. You know, is Alan in the chat?
Yes, so welcome,
Whereabouts
Alan.
is it? What was it popped up yet? Where is Alan?
He says, I'm watching you two people, that's famous people.
We're
I don't
famous.
think we're famous, Alan.
There he's there. Show on stream. Where is Alan? Alan needs to join us in a live one night. You know?
Yeah. That's why you join members, guys. You got a lot of behind the scene footage of us all
Yes.
just chit chatting.
You know? So honestly, the membership thing, the memberships thing, it's what is it, $2 a month?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all goes towards paying for fuel, and we've actually got a new feature that's just been activated on my channel, and see the wee box down the corner with the dollar sign. You can send like super chats.
Oh, you
can
know
send a
like that now. Good.
I've got super chat. That's in super stickers. I do it for like your channels and stuff like that. But if he's feeling generous, you can send a super chat or a super sticker. So there you go.
Brilliant, Chris.
There you go. Aye, but onwards and upwards. There's a
You can
lot of
gift
interest.
memberships as well.
Can you gift memberships?
Yeah, you can gift memberships. You can. So
I did not know that.
yeah, you click on the 3 little dots and it comes up. Super chat, appreciation. Wait till I find it again. It comes if you click on the little sign. It says super stickers, super chat, and membership gifting.
I didn't know that.
You can send 1 membership, 5 memberships, 10 memberships, 20 memberships, or 50 memberships. You can gift. That's nice, quite good, isn't it?
That's really good. That I didn't ken that. I mean, it's a great thing being monetized, but you don't make people think that people are millionaires and stuff like that.
No.
It doesn't work like that. I know people that have got like 600,000-700,000 subscribers and they don't make that much. And they make it through their wee shops online and stuff.
That's how you make the money. Is the super
Mhm.
is this the super chats, the memberships, and the merchandise and things. It's just the way it is.
And another thing, your hat came today, Drew.
Oh, good. I'll wear it with pride. I will wear it on
And
Sunday.
so is
My
Alan's.
Ghost Squad
So is
Scotland hat.
What's this? Here's Alan. I heard that, Chris. Let's see, showing stream. Let's see. Simply, Alan, we all seem to be spirits behind me, Chris. A second floor, Covington Castle. 5 TG floor, corner with Chris moved. Internet, mouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not
On
bad,
my
though.
video, you do see it a little bit more clearer because I'm standing here. When I'm standing here and Alan's at the door, you can see the glow behind him a lot clearer.
He does, doesn't he? He's got
Yeah.
a weird aura. Alan,
Yeah,
you've got a lot
oh,
of family round about you. You have got, I think, your
Definitely.
dad. I definitely think your dad, and a lot of other people think it's your dad that's standing behind you,
Yeah,
watching over you, you know?
make sure you're okay.
Aye. I mean, it's amazing. It'd be frightening if you could see all the spirits standing round about us.
That's why Mystical always says that she sees them if they want her to see them. Because if people with gifts had to see every spirit, there would probably be no room for anybody else. They would be bumping into everybody. There's be that many.
It wouldn't be. So, ladies and gentlemen, please go over to Drew's Abandoned Paranormal. Click on her page, give her a subscribe, and watch her live with Danny tonight. Danny's a great guy. Danny's very, very, very knowledgeable on what he knows. Okay, I mean, and remember, give him a subscribe too. It was my dad. He has a jet black hair. See, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
very interesting. That. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going now, and we will be back on hopefully for a live on Sunday if the weather's permitting. I might do a live from a location tomorrow. Remember, go and subscribe to Drew. That's an order. You have to do it. Honestly, the big ghost will chase you. Ooh.
I'll put you in a jar.
So, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I'll see if I can get a guest for next week's Friday night. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us on this exciting adventure with Ghost Squad Scotland. Our team of experienced ghost hunters use the latest technology to explore the paranormal and uncover the truth about the unknown. Don't forget that we're affiliated with Spirit Shack, the UK's premier ghost hunting equipment store, so you can trust our equipment to be top-notch. Plus, we have exclusive Ghost Squad Scotland merch available on our Zazzle store, so you can show your support for the team in style. And if you can't get enough of our ghost hunting adventures, be sure to tune into the Bald and Bonkers TV network to catch our show in action. Content creators can even have their own content syndicated on the network, or create their own custom online TV channel by visiting baldandbonkers.net. Thank you for your support. And remember to always keep an open mind as we continue to explore the mysteries of the paranormal with Ghost Squad Scotland.